All right, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, Phil Rogues? It's Maskmare here. A little bit tired, but I'm good for this last stream for tonight. And welcome in for episode 7 and what may possibly be the final episode for Crime Scene Cleaner. So, from what I can gather, we may be in the last 2 missions of the game. I know there was I think like an update that said something about like a couple more levels were added, but I think that was actually community-based levels. So maybe I might finish this tonight, and maybe there may be one more stream of this. I'm not sure because haven't decided if I'm ever going to really go and try to do the nightmare levels or not. I might possibly try them in the future. I'm not entirely sure, but mainly, as I stated like when I first started, I for the most part want to go in and actually just complete the main story. Because there are like some other like cozy style like cleaning games I'm wanting to do I don't really think like that the water park simulator game would really be considered like a cleaning game, but it's still like a cozy one. But pretty much with like some other stuff that me and my friends were wanting to do like goblin cleanup, as well as of course Power Wash Simulator 2. Like I said, I mainly want to kind of do this, make this like once I'm done with the main story, that was pretty much going to be it. But again, it may be possible that we'll be finishing this up tonight. But I do know, like I said, they did like a recent community update that added 2 new maps, but I can't remember. I don't know if that's actually part of the main story or just like some, something like that's completely separate. But anyways, last episode for this, we had like a really weird situation where we were cleaning up. I guess like it was like some kind of like little staycation house for Big Jim's daughter, and I may have like dove a little bit too much into some Valley Girl accents trying to voice her and everything, to where I still feel like I'm gagging myself with a spoon like just thinking about it. But anyways, it was a fun little like stream, and it actually ended up being my most watched like pretty much like out of all the streams I've done on YouTube, it ended up being like the one that actually had like the most viewers at once with me. I think like in that stream I clocked in about like 60 something viewers, so that was a pretty awesome experience. I'm grateful for those who came in and hung out, even if like the vast majority of them lurked. I've made it very apparent before that my channel is very much lurk friendly, as long as people are coming in having a good time just hanging out, they want to be quiet, and not talk, that's completely okay. I'm just thankful, people like give my channel, a chance, out of all like the other many streamers out there that could be watching, they still like, stop in, give me their time, which is very much sacred to me. And, I'm coming up close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and everything. And, definitely, gonna be happy when I do, reach that, reach that milestone. But that's then, this is now. Yeah, as far as like tonight's like it's 1:25 a.m. So definitely kind of burn the after midnight oil. If anything, like I said, like at the end of like the Megabong stream earlier, I was gonna like watch the latest episode for Welcome to Dairy with Amber 17 and Elginox, but we kind of got held up on that, so we decided kind of like we elected to wait until later today after we do our Left 4 Dead stream to watch that. So yeah, I also said in the previous stream that like future multiplayer streams are probably going to be put on a hiatus, but that's at least like one more we're going to try to like get out of the way, because we're close to finishing up like Left 4 Dead fully. It'll be my first time ever actually completing the game. I've already done like the main story of it like with them, but I do still need to do like what was originally the DLC missions for like the original version of Left 4 Dead that pretty much come with like the Game of the Year version on on Steam for free. So yeah, I'm mainly, I'm kind of like, feeling a little bit tired for the most part because I did the Castlevania stream yesterday morning. Then I did the Megabog stream, just a little while ago. Now I'm doing this one because I was trying to make up for the fact I haven't streamed the past couple days. So I didn't stream Wednesday, I didn't stream Thursday. So I definitely want to try like, pick back up and, get back on the horse and everything. So anyways, like I said, there's supposed to be, I think, like possibly about like 2 more missions for this. And I don't know like really all the details behind the community missions, but if it comes down to we end up having to play more after the night, we will. But I'm gonna see about maybe trying to wrap up these last 2 missions tonight, even if it may, depending on how long it's gonna take me. We're gonna see like how long the missions are, but I'm gonna see about maybe possibly trying to wrap things up tonight. But anyways, that said, we're gonna go ahead and get like the beginning ad roll out of the way, so that way you guys can get like your hour of ad-free viewing. And we're gonna go ahead, start, getting into like, clean. It's supposed to be a museum next, and as I said, like in the title of the stream, you can't spell departed without art. So. Bad joke. Deal with it. Sleep deprived. A little bit of like Mask Alley humor. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. rogues, we are good to go. So anyways, like I said, I don't know if there's gonna be like supposed to be like, you know, 2 or more missions for this tonight, and I don't even know how long these last are gonna be. I'm having a feeling since we're doing a museum, it may actually be some link to it, but that's the thing. I'm tired, but not too tired to where I can't possibly do like, you know, 2 missions if that's all that's left. We'll see though. I mean, it mainly I just kind of look at like, since I didn't play this because I was on vacation, I kind of like definitely like want to just maybe like do a couple missions instead of just one. We'll see, like, you know, what we got going on tonight. So yeah, this is like we're pretty much where we left off last time with him like upgrading his daughter's room. But you know, it's definitely like some nice digs. And that's one thing, you know, I love about this, like, you know, just seeing him like continuing to like, again, like, you know, he's definitely in a morally gray area, but you kind of have to come in to do because like how life, you know, is like pretty much just crapped on him. He's trying to do what's best for his daughter, and how like, you know, he's trying to make sure that when she comes home, she just has like, you know, just something absolutely like awesome waiting for her. So it's like, it's definitely one of those things where she like grows up and finds out how he saved her, you know, like it makes you wonder like how she'd react to it. But same time, you know, it's like, you know, kind of like just goes hand in hand with like, you know, how like, you know, in the world in general, as sad as it sounds, like, you know, it definitely is like, you know, a lot of like systems that end up failing, like people that genuinely do need help and all that. So like I said, it's supposed to be I don't know why he's like over here, like, you know, just, and like he's trying to, you know, like he's trying to like swim or something. All right, modern art night. All right, I can't remember if I actually voiced this person previously, but again, like the whole Pedro Rascal, so as a Pedro Pascal reference. I believe that at the last VIP event, my art gallery requires your cleaning services. We used the entire building, so it might need some work. Lots of people involved. Once you arrive, you will understand what I mean. This time, not everything went according to plan. Yeah, no shit. I can't risk making any more mistakes. I'm already in trouble with some important people, so I'm hoping you can help me clean up this mess. P. All right, so yeah, we got 10 bodies. I'm wondering what the hell happened. I mean, I'm just like wondering, like, did we have like a night in a museum situation? Like, people stayed in the museum after midnight and a T-Rex came to life and kicked the shit out of them? We also read this last time. I'll read it again. Hi, Dad. Want to let you know that I'm starting to feel better. The doctors say the treatment is working. I'm able to get out of bed more often. I even joined in a group activity today, and it was fun. It felt good to laugh again. I still have to take it easy, but it's nice to see some progress. Can't wait to come home and spend time with you and Dexter. I miss you both every day. Love you. So the thing is, when you think about what happened with our, you know, our homeboy, I can't remember his name. As bad as it sounds to archive. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, like basically they were trying to do like a whole happy ending thing for him. And I'm just hoping that we're not gonna have like something similar happen with like with his daughter, which I don't think the devs would actually go that far and have it where like the daughter, you know, something bad happens to her, and it would definitely be like, you know, bad comedy. Well, not really bad comedy, just tragic in general. If he was doing all this for his daughter only for her to like pass away, and so basically he got in deep like this, and you know, basically got trapped in the situation for nothing. But I'm hoping they're not gonna go that way. It might actually help if I accept the mission. Because I don't think, I can't see the devs being that heartless, you know, because it's like a thing where, you know, you got to root for this guy. You know, you really want him to succeed. You know, you want him, like, you know, to basically, you know, make sure she's, you know, taken care of. Also, what, I did get upgrades last time. Yeah, so did I ever get the triple trash bags? I think I did. Yeah, so we got that now. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of things that are gonna make things a lot easier. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be 10 missions, I think. And so this would be like the second to last one, possibly.
It'll be a long night.
Well, we got caffeine.
Seeing with my own eyes what these billionaires use their money for was disgusting. While some of us are trying to make ends meet, others find pleasure in some gruesome fun. The world really is just a playground for the rich.
What am I getting myself into? See, it concerns me he said that, because... Okay, we're going like One Piece here, like, you know, because he says this, and the first thing I think of, without really too many spoilers, but there's a particular class of people
Reporting for duty.
In One Piece, they're absolutely deplorable, and there's like one part in the anime or in the series where they pretty much, you know, make like a game out of like, you know, hunting, you know, common folk. Like literally hunting them down like, you know, animals. Well, I mean, I was talking about the T-Rex, and of course, you know, we got one. Going to get that out of the way, considering those things kept on spooking the crap out of me last stream. Alright, first I want to see, like, you know, did I get rid of the mop? Yeah, Sponge Akimbo or whatever. I want to say I think I got, like, more than one bucket. I thought I did. Let me check this. Let me check the buckets. I'm like, trying to switch the skills. I'm just looking. Yeah, so we definitely increased, like, the stuff for the garbage and everything. That's definitely going to help. And carry an additional bucket. Why is it not showing it? Unless I just... Oh. I dig it. Okay, nice. Okay, that's definitely going to come in handy. I remembered I picked up 2 buckets. Alright, let's see. Where's my light? Because we're going to need it right here. Unless there's some lights I can turn on. It's kind of... Figured like the museum... That's the problem. That one light right here is broken. Or it's just off. Alright, well, I'll get this a little bit closer so I can see what I'm doing in a second. Oh, shit. Well, start with this room, I guess, rogues. Alright, furniture bed is placed 24. Misplaced exhibits. Right, I'm literally like, you know, just putting art where it belongs to. Hang on a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, sorry about that. Yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, I kind of had to, like, step away for a second. I thought I heard, like, something outside and everything, and... Then, like, you know, I was kind of, like, you know, looking or whatever. I almost knocked, like, a drink over on my desk, so... Yeah. I was a little bit panicked right now, a little bit flustered right now. I was trying to keep my keyboard from, being wrecked. Yeah, cause I thought, like, you know, I heard, like, you know, a dog or something, like, outside and everything, and I tried to look. I accidentally smacked, like, you know, a drink, and thankfully my keyboard saved and everything. I just had to, like, mop that up real quick. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Looks like a faucet's over here. Yeah, definitely gotta get my bearings on this place. The... See, it's saying the faucet's here. Unless... Yeah, it looks like... Is this a hidden panel? Yeah, I'm trying to find, like, the faucet. Hope they're not saying I gotta go all the way... Yeah, it's gonna be very counterproductive to go all the way in there just to get the faucet. Alright, so let me... There's gotta be another one close by. Is it in here? We got the west wing. Okay, so are you trying to tell me that the faucet's literally not...
Can't leave while I'm still on the clock.
A big-ass place like this and there's not a faucet nearby.
I believe that none of them came here to admire the art.
Okay, so we got ourselves a bit of a dilemma here. I'm like going all of this museum just to find one faucet to like fill everything up with. Alright, let me like look at this again. Well, there's one right here, which I mean, I guess it's kind of okay because it's in the center. Alright. It's not really a fan of the fact I gotta walk all the way over here just to... It'll be alright though, we're good. I told myself like the sooner like I get like further in here or whatever, the less I gotta like backtrack like this. Because it's saying there's one right there, but like it's saying there's a faucet here. You figure like since this is the back, hold up. I know they're not trying to say that. Yeah, see, sucks that that one can't be used. All right.
The red here truly pops.
I mean, like someone's head popped. I think if I'll be able to clean most of this mess without too much backtracking. If I'm lucky, I can like probably like maybe like do this without having to backtrack at all.
I can't put it back like that.
Okay, yeah, this goes right here. Let me clean up the floor right here first. Yahtzee. Alright. And of course I missed. Right. Not a problem. I think I did get some upgrades for the power washer before. So see. Hey, where do you go? My horny little friend. Let's see. Maybe like something over at the place. I'm not entirely sure. Definitely got to with these chairs. Or once I find them, that is. Okay, there's that. I gotta keep in mind, like, the east wing is not just this room, but... Yeah. Clean this room, no problem, or whatever, like, you know, without really having to go... and dump out the bucket. Look at you, this guy's help when I was moving, like, you know, last month. Okay, Alright. Looking much better than it was, I'll say that much. Hang on a sec, guys. 1 second. Alright. Yeah, I was seeing, like, you know, up there my, multi-chat thing in OBS or whatever, I had to reload it. Because for some reason, like, since ATEM, like, you know, the streamer suite thing got a recent update. For some reason, at times, it'll say, like, something about, like, some kind of authentication error or whatever. I have to, like, reload the thing. Okay, where do you go? I'll put it right there for a second while Alright. Put that right there for a second while I... It's no one of those situations I'm like wondering what the hell happened. Okay. So unfortunately, like, since that we're needing is not even in this room. Wait, hold on a second. It's up there. How the hell I get up? Wait, is that a... Okay, I think there's a ladder here. Oh, God. Alright, so I can turn... So you can't turn the light on, but at least I know where the other light goes. Now. Should go up here, so if we... If it would have, like, landed in the right spot right there. There we go.
Sorry, I am late for your deathbed confession.
Oh! Well, I mean, if she didn't have a broken neck, she's got one now. Ouch. I am so sorry. I know she didn't feel it, but... I mean, her ghost might be giving me a middle finger right now. Alright. Okay, everything looks good up here. Okay, pick her up. Okay. I'm still... Maybe the... I'm still trying to figure out, like, where this guy goes. Yeah, there's, like, so much, you know, that I gotta, like, look around. Oops. I gotta look around and find. Chair's not coming clean. Really? Hang on, let me try something real quick. Maybe this will help. There we go. Okay, we're still missing another chair, or the 2 chairs, a globe, the gaming chair. Yeah, everything's just all over the place here. Coco Khan. Let the perish on a desolate space station. You succumb to madness and craft a haunting melody in an unknown tongue, using only the ship's electronics. Yeah, good for him. Nice light. I would definitely let it have some light. That's like pretty cool looking. Or pretty swanky looking chest. Let me look out here first. There's like so much I gotta do here. This might be definitely be a bit of a bigger job. At least we're getting the rest of the most of the blood right here. A lot of it's like, you know, in here too, so we're at 72%. It should be about like maybe 90% by the time we're done with this. I don't know. This room. Okay. I'm gonna like flip over. Okay, I like how we're just like it's suddenly a platform game now.
Don't underestimate the power of parkour.
Shit. Okay, I love the sound effects out there. Okay, it's about time we have to clean this mop. Or like dump out the water. With any luck, we'll have like enough to. Oh. Just, I wonder if it's on the back sides. Yeah, it's probably like, yeah, it's these little remnants right here, probably. Probably get them with just a sponge. Got it. That's all the blood. Okay, misplaced exhibits. We already had one out here. I'll go ahead and put this back on the dinosaur, on the T-Rex. I'm assuming it belongs to the T-Rex. There it is. What else? That's not for that one, all right? Yeah, it's these right here that I need to... Oops. Yeah, yes, these aren't exactly the exhibits. That's not quite right. There we go. All right. So what else? All right, there's something else here that needs to be placed. This needs to be put up. All right. There's a chair missing. Actually, there's a bunch of chairs missing. Jeez. There's all these. All right, let me go see if I can find anything red out here. Oh, this is gonna suck. We're playing Where's Waldo with the chairs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to climb up there for this. Okay.
Red to red.
Now there's a whole another balcony up there too. Let me see if I might have to like parkour my way up. Oh, well, that's cafeteria at least. All right, so not quite there yet. Okay, so we got like a table. I wonder if like this center right here I can like probably loot. No, but I think it actually goes down here somewhere. Put it right there until I can figure out what to do with it. Yeah, that was right. All right, so we got like, yeah. So the rest of them are gonna be like around the museum. We just gotta find them. Yeah, all the times I played Legend of Zelda or whatever, that doesn't really sit well with me. I'm just trying to find like anything red. So the only thing I'm not too keen about with this job, like everything's all over the place in this one. Jeez. It's actually, I mean, this might be one of my favorite jobs, but it's just, from like how cool it looks, but good grief, everything's all over the place. Honestly, the best thing probably the best thing I can do is just get everything cleaned up and then go from there. At least we got another one right here. Right, you can't just like, throw the stuff up there. Alright, at least I was able to kind of, I guess, like, just slam dunk it or whatever. We still need to find 2 more chairs. Alright. I'm gonna go and I'll go clean this spot right here up after I go and get my stuff. Hold up. I might have underestimated this job a little bit, but we're good. take that. Alright, back over here. Not quite ready to, there we go. Okay, let's head in here and get this taken care of, because some of the chairs we need, other stuff we may need, maybe in here. It looks like it's similar to that band that we saw, like, you know, in the one map outside the pizzeria.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
You know, what I could go ahead and do, just to see, like, what all I can, like, really help with. I'm gonna let those in there do its thing.
Senpai.
Let's see, what's a really messy spot I can, like, put this in?
I like when you hold me.
Alright, don't make it weird, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's not, like, really any particular area that looks, like, insanely messy, but... Hold up. That qualifies.
Hey there.
Here. Time for cleaning.
Not yet, punk. I can't get in there quite yet. I'll just put it right here. There's, like, plenty of blood.
Let's make it cozy again.
Okay, let's do its thing right there. Alright. So I'll head back to the start. I'll work my way through. I want to get them out of the way so they don't pop. They don't surprise me, at least. See, well, at least I didn't knock it over, thankfully. Hate when that happens. Alright, most of this stuff we gotta, like, pick back up. We'll do that first, and then...
I should clean it first.
Done.
The day the music survived.
Okay, that was a little bit dark. Obviously, I think, like, you know, the day the music died, of course, was a very tragic moment in history. A very tragic moment where it was, you know, Ricky Valens, Big Bopper, and Buddy Holly. Yeah, it's a very tragic day. You know, I believe, like, what happened, if memory serves correctly, is they were in either I think they were in a plane or whatever. I can't remember all the details, but the plane crashed. Yeah. Okay, see what we got going on. What's... Yeah, I mean, this one's well outside of that right there. Okay, this is like the west wing. Is this all just like one? Because if all this is like one area. Yeah, so all this is the west wing, so it's... It's gotta be... Alright. I think this is the way we gotta get in there. Can't do that quite yet. So there's gonna have to be some kind of key we're gonna have to like keep an eye out for. Certainly, in fact, they were locked in there, it looks like. Honestly, I feel like what I really should do is go ahead and like have like 3 mops like placed in the areas I'm gonna be working. Before we go in there. I feel you. Okay, what about the other side? Yep, a little bit on this one too. Okay, it looks pretty good. Get this up while I'm at it. Alright, until I can get back in there, I think this is pretty much clean. Keep working through. Alright, I was going to get this so I don't forget. This might be how we... Okay, well at least we got ourselves like a, How much more of the West Wing do we have? Yeah, it looks like it's still... Oh! What the hell happened to him? Or them? I kind of feel like the best thing I can do is just have... Alright, so we'll do it like this, right? So we got one right here for the West Wing. Go ahead and fill that one back up. Yeah, seems like Anubis keeps on greeting me everywhere I go.
Have
Oh,
you forgotten me, senpai?
oh, shush.
I will.
Oh my god, again, I put it in my pocket and he kept talking. Yeah, that's the west. All right, let me see. So, yeah, we got one in the west wing right there. I don't know if we're really going to need one in here, but, I mean, you can have, like, one, like, right here at the ready. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and fill this one up. I get right. What the hell is that? Okay, it's apparently as a rogue Roomba or something. Okay, Sarson's in my eye. Alright, so we got one right there. Put one right here for when it's time to go this way. I just have one right there. Central exhibition. And it's like, it's such a wide area. As far as, like, you know, all the ground we need to cover. Like they actually, like, tried to, like, make art out of, like, you know, the corpses. Alright, yeah, we'll probably... Alright, so we'll just, like, keep one right here in the center. I'll probably about do it for right now. I wish I knew where this went. Okay, well, alright. Probably say the state may go somewhere in here. I saw a thing with the hands right there, too, so we're definitely gonna bring those in here. Like I said, all the art's been misplaced all over the place. Okay, here we go. This is where this goes. I think? And that's that tumbleweed looking thing. So where's this one go? I'm seeing like... Alright, here's where this goes. I was going to get, like, you know, start putting these things away. So I was right in the fact that they do all have, like, a place. Put that right there. Okay, where's the hands? Okay, we can't, like, place it without a table.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
That'll do it. Come here. There. And there's that.
I can't put it back like that.
Probably would have been a good idea, like, to invest that flashlight upgrade at some point. I did say I was going to clean in here. Yeah, it seems like this place just has more and more layers to it. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually show, like, the stuff through walls. As far as, like, valuables. Okay, so this could actually end up being like the only mission I do in Night Rogues, since did end up being like longer than I thought. All right, there's an VIP event planned for tomorrow. Count it as your day off. Don't need to turn everything off. Tex will take care of everything. We'll see each other on Monday. Have a good rest till then, Manager.
Never say no to a paid day off.
Well, again, I felt they probably should have. Yeah, definitely should have. Oh, that's how you get in here. Okay. What the hell? Oh crap, they're mannequins.
Someone didn't get along with the rest of the family.
Sorry. Let's go and get on out of here. I need to get the hell on out of here. Garbage band, new story item. Okay. Like to me, whoever it was, like put all the stuff all over the place. I'm the one that's having to clean it up. Is there any way to turn this off? You're just gonna have to get your ass out of the way. Okay, I just noticed like the... Or they ain't like they won't like restart or anything. I just need to get the hell out of here with these mannequins. For those who don't know, I absolutely hate mannequins, so. Damn, let's come back in here. Okay, let's go ahead and like take this out to the dino. I think? Come on. There you go, Rexy. It's weird, they're not let me place it. Okay, I'm guessing that's like, you know, Modern Art Night painted with blood. The last one man alive wins. Only one way to claim the prize. You can't surrender. You can't bring anything from the outside. You can use anything found in the building. If you find the supply box, you can use its contents. You'll be led to a different starting point. Okay, so the game starts on a signal. You can't leave the building. You can't enter the VIP zone. Any rule breach results in death.
I think I've seen this film before.
So it's almost like the Hunger Games. Or something. Well, I never actually watched the Hunger Games, but... Alright. Gonna work on this. Go clean this up. Or with any luck, I should be able to, like, you know, finish the rest of the stage here. Oops. Probably should clean the stage after I placed everything. We should be about done now. Hang on. Put him out. Put him right here. Alright, the stage should be taken care of now. Oh, this aside. And there is a thing like he's still missing his guitar, so, and there's a few cups right there. I keep on seeing more and more I gotta clean in this place. All right. Take this body back over here. Okay, all things considered, this spot looks like it may be clean. I'm going to close the door right here. Yeah, whoop. Now it's clean, as far as that's concerned. Okay. I have to find that bass, or whichever guitar it is. Okay, let's go and get the water out here. I'm probably gonna go and just like drain it real quick, and so we have like, you know, a fresh tank. All right, now we got like, you know, this over here, a lot over here. Oh, is that right? Stabbed him.
You running away or stabbed in the back or both?
That's like almost like a ceremonial. I don't know, is that a ceremonial dagger or a gladius or? Okay, no need to. Yeah, sorry. Not my style. I like the very suggestive. Oof. All right, put that right there while I at least go out here and try to clean up, like,
I should clean it first.
get this stuff moved around because it was starting to vex me. Yeah, like I said, this may be the only job I do tonight after all, because this area ended up being... Yeah, I could already tell, like, this is probably going to be, like, one of the most massive jobs I've done in this game. That's not the right one, I guess. Okay. That's what we call skill. Okay, it's supposed to be a rectangular one somewhere. let me go in here and continue to work on this. I was trying to figure out what the bucket was. Yeah, it's not really, light's not really helping me that much. Much better. Turn us around. All right. Then go there, Andros.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
All right, it's looking better in here.
I also wonder what some people have in their heads.
I mean, a lot of people don't really have much in their heads, considering the matter inside their heads has been vacated. That's pretty cool. We're like, yeah, put that in there, like try like attempted a jump scare. All right, we still got like a few other bits of art we gotta find here. There's like what, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 pieces left. But otherwise, it looks like, you know, everything's at least clean here. We just gotta find the rest of the art that's missing. Well, there's the other symbol at least. We needed that. But we still need to find like the other guitar. Probably could have just like, you know, went, there's a shorter way I could have taken, but need it while I'm at it. All right, guys. And the ad break is actually about to start in 40 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually get that underway. Get the ad break out of the way. So yeah, I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. I'm back. And also, since it seemed like I was actually kind of not really conking out or whatever, but cheers. Thing about it is, don't know where I really would place like this flavor of Ghost. Like sometimes, like I like green apple flavored stuff, especially Jolly Ranchers and everything. But I think if I was like probably like to rate like my top 3 flavors of Ghost, because I got to try the original one, the original flavor. There was like a 7-Eleven, I think it was like a 7-Eleven that, what was it, 7-Eleven? I can't remember. But either way, when I was on vacation, me, Amber was 17 and Rocket Nachos, we stopped at a convenience store and I grabbed, I'm pretty sure I got like the OG, the original. And that one was actually pretty good. Had like a bubble, it kind of like tastes a little bit like Red Bull, like mixed with bubble gum. But I think if I was like rate my top 3 like Ghost flavors, it would probably be, this might be a controversial like choice, but I really like, the Welch's grape. Like that was like a more recently released one thing, like several months back. I really like that one. Probably followed by the green apple and then cherry limeade. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of give me a little bit of pick me up. Right, there might be one reason why my eyes like itching or whatever. It's probably just like I'm tired. But either way. The only thing about like the green apple one is it definitely tastes like a little more artificially, or artificial-esque, whatever, than some of the other flavors. But still, it's definitely like one of my favorites. All right, so it looks to me like we've got this area cleaned. We just need to find the artwork. So I can like go ahead and like put this somewhere else. We got that one right there. So I really want to, I could just put one right here. Have like, since this area is like so big. Nah, you're going in there.
Praise the Duck Lord.
I guess it probably wasn't all it was quacked up to be. Alright, we do still need to like hit upstairs too, but yeah, that's right. Well, I'm gonna like go and just get there downstairs cleaned first before we move up. All right. You see, it looks to me like we just gotta find like the misplaced exhibits. I swear it keeps on feeling like there might be something secret in here. You look at that. Seems like there's a way to get in there, but I keep feeling we might just go around. And I'm just thinking the Stanley Parable here, and also just funny how like you guys can't really see it as well. If I turn my lights out right here, we still can't see it as well. But I got like the red and blue lights back there, so definitely kind of like
An illusion of choice.
Yeah, well, I really do wonder if they actually did this based around the Stanley Parable, because like Stanley walked through the red door, Stanley walked through the blue door. All right, Rexy, you'll be complete again soon. All right. There's like, but I will say this actually has been a pretty cool job. Definitely like one of my favorites in the game so far. Done. Okay. Okay. Okay, does this chair... I'm trying to think, does this chair go anywhere? In here? Look at the body. They really like their daggers, don't they?
The chances of getting killed by a dinosaur are low, but never zero.
Kobe. I was going to get this up too as I pass through here. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna... I can still get away with using these for it. Nice. Okay, so at least this area over here is like pretty much mostly clean. I just gotta still figure out where this painting goes, and I think I might have an idea. See, there's this thing. See, it's a more rectangular one, so it doesn't go in it. To maybe figure out where that one goes. It's the only problem here, like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a lot of this other stuff I'm looking for is going to be upstairs, or either in that one area that's like locked off, and I probably have to go upstairs just to get there. But this is like the biggest spot needs to be cleaned. So let me go ahead and get the ozonator out again and let it do its thing.
Time for cleaning.
Bilingual all of a sudden. I remember so when I was like... There we go. What voice are you going to use? So now it's having... Freaking Ozonator's having an identity crisis over there. Okay, yeah, this is coming... I'm kind of, getting it clean. It says like about 26%, but now I got a little more caffeine in my system. I'm feeling like, better, so... Unless I was kind of like a little winded. Still don't know if I'm actually gonna like, go through and do like both these jobs tonight. Because I really would like to go ahead and finish this game up. It would be pretty cool, like, to start the next stream up, like, with, like, the, if I do decide I want to, like, try to, like, if there is, like, anything else afterwards, it's like the community jobs or whatever it is, or whatever it is supposed to be. We'll see. Okay, let's close that off right now until I'm ready to go in there. Alright. Did I keep doing this thing while I get the rest of this up? Good for you. I got those bigger trash bags. Alright, trash is up in here. Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, I found like another one of the exhibit pieces. Like, you got like skewered by like one of the, either the T-Rex's fingers or... Can't tell what part. I think that might be the tail. The tail piece I'm missing. Yeah, I need to clean this out. Isn't it? Okay, I think it's like right in here.
There's nothing to do here.
Alright. That's done. Honestly, there's part of me that doesn't know what the point is of having like 3 buckets. Unless you're like trying to like really just speed run things. Like or if someone like wants to like try like instead of like cleaning like one area at a time, you pretty much just go back around all over the place and it'd be like, you know, if like say it's like a massive map and you don't want like, you know, go all the way back across, you can just have like in particular spots. I don't know. There's also I could like I think like another like, you know, thing that like someone like I guess like benefit of having $3 if you just like have all 3 of them like right here together. So say you have like, you know, pretty much what that would mean is like you can have like all 3 of them like filled up, and then like instead of having like, you know, constantly going like dump one out, you can just like have like other ones right there on backup. Just curious, does this go anywhere? I don't think these right in here where I don't think these are this color. But hold up. They were. Okay, I forgot this is a yellow room. I was never really paying attention to the color before. But now I think about it, yeah. I never really actually thought about the fact, like, I wasn't really paying attention to the fact this whole room was yellow. I was too busy, like, trying to... Maybe it's because I was, like, more sleep deprived when I was in here before I actually got some caffeine in my system. I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that every room was themed yellow. I guess I was caffeine depletedly colorblind or something. Alright. Honestly, if I was in a museum, this probably would have been like in here. This is probably my favorite exhibit. You know, because they're not like I grew up on dinosaurs. I think like might be one of the reasons, like, you know, attributes like my love for Godzilla and everything. All right. We're back on point. Okay, so apparently it fell over. I don't know if they're trying to say it fell over on them or someone actually made. Cause it really does seems like someone like pulling some serious Victor Zaz stuff here and like and killing people and like imposing them in ways.
Something is blocking the way.
Is it the door?
It won't move like this.
The hell? Let's block it. Mate. Are you trying to say this is blocking it? That's weird. This, I know where this goes though for sure.
Don't think about falling again.
I don't think it fell. I mean, I wonder if like someone actually tried to steal it or some shit. Who knows? We don't exactly know what the story of everything is happening here. Apparently, aside from them going like pull some Hunger Games shit. All right, clean this up again, or bring it. I mean. Are they trying to say that was what was... Okay, that was a weird thing to have block it. It might have just been the painting, because the painting was right there where its tail was. So it probably wasn't the blood, it was just the painting. I mean, there's other things I've moved, like, with blood up under it. Yeah, either way, we're like, 3/4 of the way done on the blood, so... Yeah, definitely was a risk trying to, like, clean around that, but we got it. Alright. So, what the... I can just imagine, like, since... Like, what that was, it was... Okay, so we're seeing, like... Were they, like, playing Ring Around the Rosie trying to, like, stab each other or some shit? Because I'm, like, currently playing Ring Around the Rosie trying to clean it up. Alright, so what's we got next? Alright, yeah, clean.
I need to clear the way first.
I like how, like, he was literally him in the way. Alright, there's the other painting. Yeah, this, like, definitely is, like, a badass museum design. This is, like, definitely a place I'd go. Which I ain't really been to too many museums in my life, but I have, like, been to the Smithsonian. But that was, like, ages ago. Like, that was, like, on a class field trip when I was in school. In elementary school, so. I'm pretty sure it was the Smithsonian. Let me actually look it up, because, I mean, I can't remember which museum it was. I want to say it was definitely the Smithsonian. Yeah, I remember now, because, like, it was back when I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, and now I remember it was the Smithsonian, because I remember it was in Washington, D.C., because I, like, got a picture of my mom in front of the Washington Monument. Yeah, but I don't really remember, like, too much about it, because, again, that was, like, back when I was, like, I think I was, like, probably, like, 9. So... think this probably goes. Yep.
The triplets are back together.
And that's what told me right then, like, was where I saw the globe after I did that. I wasn't even paying attention to the globe. And again, it's like this freaking, like, yellow ass globe where I wasn't even actually seeing it. Okay, the question is, does this... I swear this has to go somewhere. I wonder if it... Okay, so yeah. So it's gotta go somewhere out here. Unless... It's none of these. This has to go somewhere. It definitely looks like too important to just like have it just laying around. I'll put it right here until I figure out where it goes. We still need like a few more chairs. I mean, that's the whole like, you know, aspect of like, you know, it having to like find everything around here. It's kind of grown on me. I think it's like a pretty cool little thing. Other levels didn't really do that much. I mean, I had like, I think some stuff was misplaced, but here it's like we definitely are kind of like doing like Where's Waldo stuff. All right, I just want to continue to wipe up all the blood. There's definitely gonna be a good. I know it was like something to that or what. That's back to the duck room. Okay, well, at least this spot's pretty clean.
It's not how it usually works.
Okay, that was weird. See if there's anything in here. This is like one of those chapters where I definitely feeling bad about stealing from the rich. Dead or not. Because yeah, the whole thing with the wall right here kind of makes me think of like the whole Kingpin, like thing with Kingpin in the Netflix Daredevil series. Where like he had like that wall he stared at. And I gotta take it back off the wall. Just. Alright. Very least I can get the wall right here cleaned up. Alright. Did I have the power washer on me? Not quite. Okay, so yeah, it's... I was going to like pick it back. I mean, don't necessarily have to use it. I mean... Okay, 93% done. Versus probably up because yeah, it's over probably there. There's definitely like some. I guess that's supposed to be like I don't know. It's supposed to be a Brachiosaurus or whatever. I think that's definitely supposed to be a Velociraptor. Okay. I'll take that. And there's the upper passage. We're gonna like wait on going there first though. There's two different ways we can go here. All right, blood's cleaned up there.
There you go.
I thought that was like Medusa for a second there. Alright, so there's that. Blood's cleaned up. Now we just gotta find the rest of these misplaced exhibits in Central Exposition. Which is really, if I'm right, 1, 2. Yeah, those are like based pretty much I think like just based around that. As far as like the I don't know, it's I wonder if this it says like misplaced exhibits. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 right here for the T-Rex. Actually, then again, thinking about it, got down right there. So it may be 3. So 1, 2, and then there's like another part of the tail. So okay, that's what we gotta find for the T-Rex. We already know where another one is. Just a matter of figuring out how I get up there. So it's up there. I'm pretty sure like everything else we're gonna need is gonna be like, you know, upstairs. But let's go, before we do that, let's go ahead and, because this right here shouldn't take too long. There's also another way upstairs right there. It's maybe, because if this goes right, that's exactly what I need to do. Alright, we'll tackle that next.
Need to empty the trash can first. Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
And so I can tie them together, so that's gonna be pretty cool to see how that works too. Oh, that's pretty nifty. I think. Guess like they combine together, I'm not sure. That was pretty cool. I'm guessing like that's how you combine them together. Something, I don't know. Or that's another one of the chairs I needed. Yeah, so I was like... What in the hell did y'all get into in here? Oh my god. There can be only one. Or none. Alright, so we got Yamato or whatever. I don't know, like Yamato, like, you know, Virgil's weapon from Don't Make Cry. I think it had like more like, I think it was like blue and, I think it was blue and white, not just really blue. I think I can't remember, I wanted it might have been blue and gold. I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to the colors. Slam dunk. Or 3 points. Oh! I mean, that's why I won't hire me as a chiropractor either.
Longsword or katana? Let's call it a draw.
Is that supposed to be like, because, you know, you draw a sword? But... Guys, puns, I swear. I mean, they're getting pretty absurd. Get your ass up! Sir! Go to sleep. What the... Are you fucking serious? Get your ass up!
Sayonara, brave samurai.
Over there like doing backflips. Get your ass in the back. Not gonna lie, I thought I was actually gonna knock those over. I might be able to reach up there. There we go. We need like what, one more now? One or two? Yeah, it looks like, alright, two. Yeah. We're almost done with that room. As far as like, you know, I bet they killed each other where that was really ducked up. Okay, at least this is easy to find. It's right there. Wait a minute, hold on. You don't belong here. All right, hold on. I can't stand anything looking at me. If I'm right, it should be right about here. All right, another one down. So they can actually have like a little bit of proper information here, like written in there, written for each one. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, they're doing movies. That is so cool. And see, and that's the thing. I was making the Fight Club reference. I think that's what they're doing there. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's Fight Club. I don't think what movie was there with like. I think I know what it is. I'll get that in a second. Okay, I'm loving this. All right. So, opposite to Spider-Man. That Spider-Man, you know, the first...
Is this just my imagination, or am I seeing a lot of ducks lately?
I mean, we've seen him. All right, so obviously that's Spider-Man, like the first like Sam Raimi movie. I'm thinking chances are this is probably from, was it 12 Monkeys? I can't remember which one it was. It was one with, it was Edward Norton and Morgan Freeman. Or no, not 12 Monkeys. Or Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Which movie was it? Seven. Yep. Okay. So walking you guys through these right here. So this is obviously 7. Not gonna like you to say exactly what part of the movie this is because it's a very crucial part. But that's from 7. You know, with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Just I thought I knew when I first saw that I was like, wait a minute, are they doing movies here? Because at first I was thinking particular movie was it The Godfather where they had like the head where the horse's head. Yeah, it was The Godfather. I haven't actually seen The Godfather, so don't quote me on, so don't at me on that. But, you know, I saw that the cardboard with the box. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I think that's 7. Obviously, this is, of course, The Shining. Definitely The Ring. One could probably say Poltergeist, but let's be real, you know, but, you know, she did, of course, you know, come out of the TV. Poltergeist had it where the girl was looking at the TV, looking at the TV. This one, of course, is The Ring. Definitely sure, like I said, this is Fight Club. And this one, of course, like, you know, just kind of quoting it. You talking to me? Pretty sure that's Taxi Driver. I want to say I think it is, because, you know, I remember, like, he was doing the whole thing where, like, he was pulling out the gun, like, when he's looking himself in the mirror. Of course, Spider-Man. Welcome in, Blackmort. Yeah, so I think this is pretty cool right here how they did this. This definitely made me love this whole museum thing a whole lot more. So, yeah, definitely 7, Shining, The Ring. And I want to say I think that's definitely got to be Fight Club. And I was making the joke about the soap constantly. The only thing about it is, like, you seeing, like, the eyes right there. I'm just trying to figure out why his eyes are red. I kept making a joke because of the soap looked like it was from Fight Club. Or that... I'm sorry, we don't talk about it. Because the thing is, like, was he smoking? Because I know, I think, like, Tyler, you know, definitely, like, smoked. But let's be real. I mean, it's got to be, like, Fight Club because, obviously, the soap was pink and everything. And I'm pretty sure this definitely is a Fight Club reference. Got to be. And, of course, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Taxi Driver. Nonetheless, it was, like, this is obviously, like, it was a really cool little, like, Easter egg thing here. Or duck egg, or you want to say it. Again, this is probably like, this is quickly kind of like one of my favorite maps in the game. I really don't know like which one is my favorite. This is definitely well up there. Might even be my favorite now. Cause I know I love like the Smart House one. That one was pretty, you know, cool how they did it. And the last job, you know, was a bit long, but I mean, this one's definitely longer than the previous job, where, but the last job was pretty cool, but at the same time, also the whole thing was like just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. It's just like the more I like, you know, I was going through that job, the more I was like, huh? It definitely kind of seemed like a much more extreme, like, you know, and fatal version of The Hangover. Like, the more you, like, the thing was also with the Hangovers, they woke up and they were trying to piece together everything that happened the previous night. And that, when you're looking at the job and everything, the more you clean up, it's like, okay, what happened here? But it's like, you definitely, like, it leave more confused. At least with, like, The Hangover, they were able to retrace their steps. And, like, as far as, like, the last job is based, all you know is, like, there was, like, some definite, there was definitely drugs involved. Things happened. People died. Yeah, but it's actually been a while since I've watched 7, though. But it was a really good movie. Okay, that's not... Yes, it's right here. I'm honestly surprised that like, I didn't see like a few other things here. I mean, like when I saw him looking in the mirror, what I actually thought for a second, I didn't see the gun. I thought it actually might have been Eyes Wide Shut. There's a particular scene in that where like Nicole Kidman was looking in a mirror. I was thinking it could have been that. And I mean, but I'm just thinking about like other movies they could have done here. You actually picture like you had like a whole bunch of ducks like just kind of like just sitting there. One of them had like a glass of milk in its hand. I would have immediately known that was Clockwork Orange if they did that. I mean, because let's be real, we got like a lot of the ultra violence here, so. I guess like we don't quack about Fight Club. Yeah, but speaking of like, you know, stuff though, of course, completely irrelevant to Fight Club. After playing Mega Bonk earlier, I definitely probably am thinking like probably sometime today I may actually play more of it after like, you know, me, Amber, and Elginox do the Left 4 Dead stream. I really am wanting to play more Mega Bonk because I was like surprised at how fun that game was. And again, like Calcium, that skeleton I played as, like he's definitely growing on me. I just absolutely loved his theme song. And the fact is, you know, when you're playing a game where like you got like zombies, orcs, and everything else like running at you, and you're basically a skateboarding skeleton wearing sunglasses, and you're just friggin' like, you know, throwing massive ass bananas at them. Yeah, that's the kind of randomness I needed lately. All right. Definitely looking a whole lot better now, though. Wax on. Wax off. Or quacks on, quacks off. Ain't gonna let that one get away. I mean, I don't know like how y'all feel about my puns where you're just gonna have to feather it. Looking good. Well, good-ish. All right. Yeah, so it's looking pretty okay so far. Hold up. Can it break? Hold on a second. Okay. Just want to make sure where, so that means it wasn't actually something I need to place anywhere. I throw this one all the way back over here real quick. Bullseye. Really? I still gotta figure out where this thing goes. Okay, I still don't know is that the word like the antelope or whatever it is goes. The gazelle, antelope, whatever you want to call it. I really don't care. It's a horned deer thingy. Shit. Well, they ain't let maybe there'll be like another spot where I can definitely like a cartoon, like a cartoon door right there. Like when someone like, you know, goes out too quickly or whatever, it ends up like almost falling. Or like a joke door. Bear luck next time.
Was it really that funny to the almighty VIPs?
And with any luck, I can go ahead and like clean this without needing... Yeah, that's definitely another like dinosaur piece right there, as I figured. At least I gotta worry about coming back up here. Yeah, that's basically all that's here, so. At least I'll be able to fix like, you know, Rexy's tail. Well, that might be a claw. Just unceremoniously throwing his ass down. Okay, that's definitely like a claw.
Please, don't come back to life.
You know what? Hold up. This actually might be the entirety of the tail. Yeah, okay, yeah, I checked that before. Okay, so... Yeah, we just gotta find the other tail piece, and then... Okay, at least we're pretty much done this area over here. So he just plopped. A little dark humor there for sure. Alright, so... We're pretty much, I think, done in this wing for the most part. I think. It says the only thing is, like, it's saying, like, we got, like... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. We're done in that spot. We still got a lot more to do here.
Cleaning comes before fixing.
Okay, let me go get... Might as well go get the bucket. Hold up. Yeah, because I spilled that right there. I did end up having to backtrack. Alright, crisis averted. Alright. Yeah, still gotta deal with that rogue Roomba right there. Okay, this room is definitely trippy. All these mirrors. Okay, go in here. Oh, there you are. So I've seen this thing, like, wasn't that in Forewarned? Okay, which way was it? It was right, here, right? Yeah. I think this might be all the exhibits. There's still a few more. Yeah, at least we got...
Now the Pharaoh's curse won't reach me.
I just put Tune Mama right there. Alright, back over here. Also, there's gonna be another ad break in about 6 minutes, Rogues, just to let y'all know.
One hell of an unlucky guy.
Alright, after this, we only got like 2 more bodies to find. I swear I thought that was a girl. He's an unlucky guy that like a chick. Alright,
Cleaning comes before fixing.
that's what I thought.
I should clean it first.
Yeah, yeah. Huh? Just random ass breakfast.
That must have been a terrible joke.
I wondered what they tried to... Okay, so I'm guessing he actually was getting here trying to get weapons, and it was just like, you know, milk, like, you know, just breakfast and a ray gun. I don't know. I don't know what all happened. All I know is, like, apparently they just had this whole thing where I'm guessing they had, like, you know, some of the boxes, like, you know, had, like, you know, weren't actually real weapons or whatever. I guess it's like, you know, you try to get it out of there or whatever, like get a weapon out of there, someone was right behind him, and then... So I'm pretty sure he probably, like, was up against the wall, like, still alive, and then someone just blasted him. Or her. Yeah, I may actually just, like, definitely just... I was trying to figure out if I really did want to continue after this tonight. After I finish this job, where I'm definitely gonna, like, just... Especially with, like, me doing, like, 2 other streams, like, prior, so... I want to make sure I kind of, like, at least I'm in the tank for the, Left 4 Dead stream later. Especially if I'm gonna, like, you know, do Left 4 Dead and more of Mega Bonk, so... Alright, is this room done? Look, this room definitely looks done. Alright, So it says North Exhibition. What else? Yeah, it's probably like this in here. Why is it so dark in here? Okay, there's that at least. They're literally playing basketball with this thing. All right. That's a good place to go ahead and do the ad break, Rogues. About like 50 seconds away, but I'm going to get it started. And with any luck, this will probably be maybe the last ad break of the stream. So about give me 3 minutes, and be right back. Get it going. There we go. All right, guys. So probably definitely gonna be like the last ad break of the stream if everything goes well. We got 2 more bodies to find. Got this bit of like trash we still gotta get rid of here. Says like to exhibit, find misplaced exhibits, wipe the rest of the blood. I think that should be about it. Oh yeah, that's right. We still got the upstairs area over there. We gotta check too. I don't know. Yeah, we still got all that we gotta get into as well. We'll get there though, because pretty sure I think we gotta we gotta go through there to do that. Okay, should be this one.
Back where you belong.
We'll give it a little spit shine. There we go. All right, now we just got one more exhibit to find. This thing. And also, of course, like, at least as far as the West Wing. Still gotta, like, find, like, the Rexy's last 2 parts, and then Gotta find some more furniture. We'll get it though. All right, so. We gotta go and clean that area right there up. Definitely gonna need a light for in there. That area is dark. Okay. I figured this should suffice. Yeah, that Roomba definitely went rogue. I wonder. Can I get a trophy for this? I really feel there's probably like a means to get a trophy for this. So close. Damn. Alright, let me try to stand at I guess like. I keep on hitting the board. Jeez. Okay. There's gotta be a trophy. If there's not a trophy for doing this, I'm gonna be very surprised. Wow. A little higher. That wasn't it.
Now that is what I call a street art.
Why are you playing around? Really does look like a way to, like, you know, that you could actually do that and it would, like, have some kind of interaction. Don't forget to water plants and yourself. Come here. Alright, I'm gonna take, like, some...
Fuck you.
There we go. That takes care of all the trash. At least there, but now I gotta go back in. There's probably more trash. I don't know, because I'm having a feeling if I didn't clean it, if I didn't do anything about that, I was probably gonna keep on making a mess. I think I can still see the line pretty well. Even still, I can always just follow this. Oh god, that's a lot of footprints. What I just hit? Okay, yeah, that's the... There we go. I had to clean out that bit of the Roomba. Now I see the reason why it's dark in here. Because that combined, like, you know, with it being like a mirror maze, it makes it hard to see. But really, as long as I just follow the line or whatever, I'm good. Yeah, okay. There's that body at least, and another piece of the T-Rex. Alright. Wish there was a way to kind of just turn the lights on here afterwards, but maybe I can, like, with the workstation over there. Possibly, we'll see. And this is one of those times I'm glad I got, like, 2 things of water. Give me just a second. Okay, yeah, the mobs is... Well, I'm on the way back out.
The dinosaur went on a killing spree.
I might have to clean it. So I saw some blood on it. I guess it's fine. Also, it's definitely like, it's kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. Like, I was like, you can see like the glare right there. We don't see him. I swear this dude's a vampire. Okay. Yeah, this has definitely like probably been the most annoying spot, but at least I'm almost done with like the blood. And the very so if we go after the big spot right here, this may be enough to possibly finish it. It's a 97. Alright, not quite, but yeah, alright, just kind of... There we go.
The best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, apparently you need a better defense, though. What the, don't, I don't know why you sitting like that or whatever. I ain't how you see you. What the hell that pose was he did? Yeah, let's go take this one back and then just get back in there and wrap up that little bit else in there that I can go and go upstairs. I'm pretty sure the last body's gonna be up there. Anyways. Oh. One more body to go and 2 more pieces of furniture we got placed. Because there was one... Yeah, that's right. We, What's the furniture we gotta move back around? I mean, does something go out of place? Yeah, okay, yeah, so we gotta, like, figure out where this goes still. I'm trying to figure out where, like, this painting for the Cinderella exhibition goes. I mean, obviously that has to go somewhere, but I ain't seeing where. We still ain't found that guitar. Actually, I think we did, like, place everything. So where the hell does this thing go? We'll figure it out. Let's just... Yes. Definitely probably should have got the flashlight.
Dumb exhibition.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about art and fine art and everything, but... This one can seriously kiss my glass. right, North Exhibition. So wait, that's clean now. All right, yeah. So as soon as we took that out of there, that cleaned it up.
Modern art is truly something else.
All right, so if this is clean, but I'm still curious. There's that. Before we continue, there's something I need to check. See, there's that right there. I need to figure out how to get into it. In fact, I think it's about to be a case of asking shall receive. Here we go. I thought this is a workstation. Damn sure isn't. What in the hell? I think there's a hidden door there. Question is, hold up.
What is that even for?
There's a code to this. There's something we gotta find somewhere. This is gonna open up a secret. There's gotta be like some kind of like some kind of art here where something is gonna like basically give us a code. Like some kind of pattern. I was wondering if it could be possible it might actually have something to do with like the colors of the doors here. That's yellow, green, red, blue. I don't know if that's the solution or not. I'll figure it out. I'll come back to it. Hang on a minute. That might be the solution. So it's just like, I mean, I don't know if that's actually how I got it, but purple. All right, let me see. Pink. Where's like pink, orange, green, blue. Yep. Solution. All right. Yeah, it was one that was all like. Yeah, I got the right combination here. And again, it's tricky like navigating this. Unless we gotta turn the rest of them off. Wait, hold on. All right, no, it's these right here that are off. I get it. Pink, orange. I think it's reversed.
Easy peasy.
Gotcha. Oh, this is swanky. Swanky pink. Is that what's under a sword? What the f- Bring it! I've been waiting for this. Death to all my enemies. Fucking mannequins! Now that is what you call what? Yeah. Screw every last one of you. Tell me a... Okay. Thank you, I guess. I'm not gonna mess clean up, unfortunately. I probably don't have to clean it up, but hey, you know. Like, what even just happened? Like, is the sword cursed or something? Like, I just pick up, like, Enma from One Piece or something? Apparently my trash can or whatever is just, like, not even filling up with all these. That was pretty cool, though. I don't know what the whole point of it was, but... outside just getting a tape. That was pretty neat. Alright. Like, you fought well, good sir. Here's your reward. Reward would never be looking at you again. You're still a mannequin like the rest of them, so... Alright, so next up... still, like, 2 more exhibits. Still gotta find, like, some more, like, you know... my guess is it's still, like, you know, this other piece for the, T-Rex. Okay, yes, alright, here we go. So, yeah, now I know where the antelope thing goes. I knew this thing, like, definitely had to go somewhere. Yeah, so there might end up being another ad break, Rogues, because we're still... This definitely has probably like, been the longest job in the game so far, I think.
Lost and found.
Let's get the rest of the stuff, like, pieced together here. Literally.
If the time comes, I hope you will spare me.
Alright, all the furniture's back in place. Now we just got one misplaced exhibit we gotta find. So what would that be? I'm looking all over the place here. So this is like the central exhibition. I'm trying to see if, like, you know, there's something here that stands out. There's obviously got to be something here that says misplaced exhibit, so it could be the guitar. No, actually, I know what it's got to be. It's got to be this right here. Because there ain't nowhere else this goes. I wonder if it goes upstairs. I knocked something over, didn't I? Huh? I knocked that over. So my guess is... there, yeah, it's somewhere. It goes somewhere in here. There you are. Finally. No, that's not it. Okay, does it go here?
Back
Gotcha.
on the wall.
Finally. I definitely got some work to do up here. What the f... Okay, now y'all just being smart asses. Like I said, this is the way I could have came up. Alright. I got one more bucket I can, like, fill up here. I mean, like... I guess the, like, main thing would be, like, if someone doesn't want to backtrack, just go pick up another bucket or whatever. I got one there in inventory, so they can just go and, like, fill it up here and then go back to business. Well, you can put it back like this. There's that. Let's see, clean these up. Okay, yeah, so it really don't seem like there's like a massive amount of blood, I don't think. Yeah, it's coming up really quickly. So there's not a huge amount of blood to this. Let go. Give me that. There's the other chair. Okay. Jeez, there's like blood here too. Yeah, at least we're getting like in the area that was blocked off. What the hell happened here? Or like something like the whole blood, like the thing with like the just explosions of blood and like all the handprints all around are actually very comical. Like it leads you wonder like what the hell happened and how was it physically possible? I could have threw the chair around the other way, but either way it's close enough. All right. Still some blood somewhere here, but we're about to be done with it. There's somewhere where there's still blood.
Looks like a VIP area. But shouldn't it be off limits?
And there's that last chair we needed. Yeah, someone apparently didn't, someone didn't play by the rules. There you go.
Now you can go back to being admired.
This is strange, though, because they were saying there's somewhere here with this... Wait, hold on, maybe that's it. Still wasn't all of it. There's like little remnants on the floor, but that didn't count towards it. Maybe it's like something back here. Not quite. Unless it's because I didn't clean it off the chair before I threw it down. That'd be weird, but can't hurt to check. Because it was on the chair when it was up there or whatever, and I didn't. Okay, that was weird. But okay, now is that piece of furniture we still gotta find, and something else that's missing out of here. Okay, we still need the chair. All right, so yeah, we know what we need. I need for that. There's still a chair missing, and well, 2 chairs, the red one and the gaming chair. So we really only got like 1 more area to clean, if I'm right. Which I'm willing to bet everything I need is in here, because I know there was the chair. The red chair was in here. I swear it was... Or did I throw it downstairs? Wait, no, that's right. It was the one blocking the door. It's actually convenient. It's right here, because I can literally probably just jump on over there and... They won't let me, like, you know... Alright, well... Not gonna really be much effort. Just... Oh! I love how, like, now I can just... Apparently the katana is just mine now, I guess. If I can use that just for, like, cutting... Like, if I could actually use that permanently now, that's great. Like, literally, you know, got this badass katana, I can just use, like, just chop wood. That wasn't fair. There we go. Now, still gotta... Alright, yeah. This is gonna take some time. Let's see, if we can find the gaming chair, I can go ahead and, like, put that back where it's supposed to be and be done with that. I'm having a feeling it's in here. There it is. Yellow ass mustard chair. Alright, just spick and span this. There we go. Yahtzee. Alright, let's go and like take this last body out, and then we just gotta clean up this room, and we can call it a night on this job. Oh, and there, oh, right, the guitar.
He must have had some other plans then, just to participate in their game.
You know, I think he still participated. He wasn't, like, exactly planning on it. Alright, that takes... Yeah, we're not quite leaving just yet. We got a lot we gotta clean up. Alright.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
go ahead and go pick this up, and then I think I believe the water is pretty much mostly clean, so. Or at least if I'm right. Yeah, that was, okay, so yeah, that was like the bucket I was seeing, like the thing I was seeing over here, so I might as well just leave it right here, so. Yeah, so that was like the, well, not bucket, but the faucet I was seeing before I couldn't get access to. I said I figured it might have been back here.
That guy must have really spoiled their fun.
Well, I mean, he ain't spoiling mine. I mean, I'm collecting right now. What's this? Okay, so I thought that I saw the outline right there. I thought that was like it was like a highlighted outline thing, or far like that might have been like a pickup. This definitely is. Okay. Oops. It's not like they were using it anyway. Yeah, thankfully a lot of this, it looks worse than it actually is just because all the furniture. Once I get that, like, cleaned up, we're good. Yeah, CEO, busy tonight. Text me if anything happens, Clark. That will keep you updated, Clark. Crime coin is suddenly rising in value. Should we buy? Clark, I'm telling you, it's going to skyrocket soon. Clark, boss, hell, can I buy it? Clark, boss, it's urgent. Answer, please.
It has probably crashed by now.
Game has ended.
Time for a bag swap.
All right. Shit. That. All right. Now let's see. Let's start getting this furniture up.
First things first. Gotta
Okay.
scrub.
I definitely hate every time he says that. Of course, it's not me for like making him say it, because I try and like move it before I clean it. Thankfully, we are almost done. There's more evidence here too. I'm looking right at it. First to kill, Barry Barrel, 7,000. First to die, Nicole Cherry, 10,000. Most kills, Yasuke Yuzuki, 20,000. Last man standing, Nick Knight, 40,000. Find secret room, Naoya Makuri, 5,000. Hey, I found the hidden room, right? Y'all need to pay my ass too.
I guess you can put a price on human life.
Okay, this goes here, right? There it is. It's definitely to me like comes across like some serious like dark room, like dark web style stuff they were doing too. Because they were probably broadcasting it. Definitely kind of gives those vibes. Shit. Well, this didn't break it. I definitely nudged it, so. Okay, thankfully I didn't break. Women where I had to clean up. Alright, trash is cleaned up again. And that broke, of course. Well, might as well go in like, you know... That off the floor, too. Okay, that was way too close. I was had to clean that up. There's that. With these over here, I think, yeah.
Disturbingly cozy place to watch people fight for their lives.
Someone was definitely like a sore loser or something. Of course, if he was a loser, he probably would have been dead, but... someone was feeling some kind of way. Must not be the right chair. Weird, like, unless the chair goes over here and I accidentally moved it. Well! Yeah, they're dead. They not like they need it anyway. Plus, rich ass snobs were probably using their freaking iPads as, you know, as drink coasters. Screw them. Seriously, there's actually like, you know, Instagrams like, you know, someone like years ago showed me. I had to been satire. I can't believe like someone like, you know, actually would have been that like that and that rich, but you know, again, probably was. It was literally like a whole like, you know, Instagram I saw like a rich kids thing. Literally like, you know, one of them, as I said this before, was like talking about like, you know, I think like, you know, which color like helicopter, like, you know, he was going to prom, which color helicopter should he fly in, you know, use to fly in or something like that. It's just like, you know, I definitely felt like it was a rage bait site where I don't even know they actually were really that rich, but it was just someone pretend like it was just like a post that someone did based around that, and I think they had like whole thing like literally like I said, like they had like iPads where they were using them as like drink coasters and shit. And I know that the page had to have been just a rage bait. I mean, I don't know if it actually really was someone that rich, but I wouldn't be surprised if people like that actually do exist. I mean, I know people that are like that, like, are very snobby and everything, but it's just some of it seemed like it was like really like even like, you know, too like, you know, it was like comical. I mean, but it was like it just seemed like it was too satirical, like it actually, you know, be legitimate. And like I said, there definitely are probably people like there are definitely people like that in the world, but
Rock and roll eats the rich, as it was meant to be in the first place.
let me see. Yeah, I thought it was actually gonna be a base. Pretty sure that's a base. I think. I mean, I can't tell if it's a base or I mean, it makes noises like it's just like a standard. I'm actually playing this thing by accident. It looks almost like it's modeled after a Les Paul, I think. Let's see, because yeah, he's got the bass. Now, we got basses are 4 strings or whatever usually, and Yeah, that one's definitely like making like I think like bassy sounds. Whereas now I kept saying bass, and I'm just thinking like Sly Cooper 3, a freaking like Italian level. Bass alto soprano or whatever. I got that stuck in my head. Eventually, like, I actually would like to like play through the Sly Cooper series like on stream because I've only beaten like on the third one, but I do have the first game. They had like it was like it was like $10 on on PSN, so I would eventually actually like to do those for retro nights too. All right, kind of sidetrack. Where I need to go? Where was I again? Right, the VIP room. Okay. It might be possible for me to finish this up within, like, because I got 13 minutes for my next ad roll, but I can always extend things if needed. Two pieces of furniture we need to move. This one definitely goes down here, I think. There you go. Now we just got one more we gotta find, which is, then down here, there's gotta be something upstairs. I think I know where it might go. This isn't right here where it's supposed to be, because this is just like, it's just randomly here. Yeah, it goes upstairs. And that's the furniture. Now he's got to get rid of all the blood and dispose of the garbage bags, and we're done with this job. I should like throw down the ozonator. That's the only problem with like having to use that. I mean, I know there's probably gonna be like some secrets I'll miss, possibly, but very least, we're almost done with this job, finally. Yeah, I think this is definitely probably like the longest one I've done, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the one like last stream might have been definitely could have probably given it a run for its money. I'm not sure. But it also has been like a lot of that one, like just kind of like rambling, like talking to my chat about stuff and everything, wasn't really focusing at times. So I probably could have got that one done quicker. But I know that one definitely like was lengthy as well. But I feel like this one probably may have been the longest one in the game. So it definitely feels like I had like like more rooms than the other job I've done. Well, shit. How does that even happen? Damn it. Okay, I didn't see that one. Okay, let me get this stuff cleaned up before I start like throwing it all over the place. All right. The wall just goofed me up right there. Probably could have just like left that alone and came back and just took care of it later. Take care of it on the way out. Put it back in place. I got 9 more minutes. I might be able to finish this up before the ad break. Go ahead and like... Why is it floating? And okay, yeah, just got like, you know, another like little 15% left, and we are done. Finally. My God. Okay, yeah, this room was, I think, was made to troll me. Okay, all the blood's up, and with that, just gotta get this trash up right here, and we are finished. Yahtzee. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, that takes care of everything. Alright. So, museum's done. Go ahead and get on out of here. Alright. Now, I should have been everything. It took me like 2 hours, 38 minutes in there, but that's like not counting the breaks and everything, but I've been live for about 3 hours. Okay, perfect score on all that. All the evidence. All the bodies. I know I probably missed some secrets. But that one I found was pretty cool, though. As long as I get to keep the katana, that's awesome. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I got a pretty bitchin' income from that. Now, here's the big moment. What all did I miss? Plenty of skill points. Okay, I got all the cassettes. Okay, I missed one secret. Hey, I ain't complaining about that. I only missed one thing out of all that, because that was a pretty damn big map. So, I ain't complaining about that. Kind of feeling it may have been something probably in the VIP area right there. So either way, only missing one secret. I ain't complaining about that. I still got the perfect score and everything, so... I don't know exactly what the secret was I missed. But... I think I did pretty good for how massive that map was, you know, finding everything, so... Other than one secret. Hey, Dex.
Sorry, Dexter, but it's no time for a walk.
He gets it. You know, I totally wouldn't mind like having like a little small like little house like this. And like, you know, plenty of kitchen space. Nice little living room right here. See, I would say for me or whatever, I'd make this for me. This would be a streaming room. Only thing is like this is probably a little bit too small for me with my VR and all that. But which I'm definitely, you know, as far as like VR is concerned, I definitely got something I'm really excited about, because I am gonna be getting like the Deadpool game. With the recent donation I got, or wherever, I actually do have enough to get it. I just haven't picked it up yet. So the Deadpool VR game, that's gonna be like hopefully be streamed on this channel sometime soon. But yeah. That said, let me go ahead and like and hit the hay. And we'll like and see like what there is to read tomorrow and everything, and then we're going to call it on the stream here. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a raid rogues because we did raid like Mistlock earlier. But
I've been working so hard for this moment, and now everything is finally ready. You really thought you could get away with killing my daughter? No, no, no. It's time you learned your lesson.
Boys, let's get this party started.
when we say killing daughter, I hope it wasn't talking about my daughter here, because that would be very sucky.
Is it okay to keep doing this, Dexter? Working is such a...
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait a minute, kill my daughter. I was like, please don't tell me Jim killed his daughter. But now I don't think Jim would have done that. But then again, he is kind of an ass. Okay.
Jim. Some lazy workers
Okay.
tried to screw me over, so now they are dead. I have no intention of dealing with that shit again. Do you know how hard it is to find loyal employees nowadays? So how is it gonna be, Kowalski? Are you more loyal than the guys whose corpses you'll be collecting? I believe so. Check your email for details.
Each one of your tasks makes me more of a corpse, Jim.
Don't tell him that. I was trying to see, like, if there's any, like, thing he took from the last job. Is there anything museum-like here? Let me see. I swear those plants weren't here before. I think he took the plants. Isn't he just to his daughter's room? I can't remember if, like, the plant was here before. Nonetheless, it's not really important. All right, let's go ahead and go check this. Now, like, I'm gonna go ahead and like hit the snooze real quick on the snooze that real quick. That should give me enough time to wrap this up. All right, Elena. These are the final weeks. Hi, Dad. The doctors told me that these are the final weeks of my treatment. I'm excited, but also nervous. I know it's not over yet, but I can see the finish line. I'm trying to stay positive and take it one day at a time. I can't wait to be home with you, and I know Dexter's probably waiting for me too. Love you. That's still such, it's kind of concerning me how that's being so upbeat. All right, Big Jim. There's a warehouse clean outside the town. Fucking riot. Some guy infiltrated the premises and incited other workers to take over the factory. Ungrateful bastards. His loyalty is a deadly disease, Mr. Kowalski. Luckily, I got some of my guys nearby. It didn't take them long to come and put them in their place. If workers don't want to work, they might as well be dead. This place should be easy to clean. Remote location, access to running water, almost no furniture. Alright, so he says it's easy to clean, access to running water, but I'm still gonna wait until next stream to do it, Rogues. Cause I mean, it's about 3 hours in this tonight. That job was like, that museum job was pretty big and everything. I'm gonna like, just do this one next week or whatever, and with any luck, this may be the last job. I know they have like the nightmare, jobs you can do, which I think is like pretty much the same jobs, like, I don't know exactly what like the change of it is. I guess like something that makes it a little more difficult. I'm not sure. I want to look up and see like what the nightmare variations of the jobs are. But I also am gonna like try to look more into the whole community job thing, because I think that like the community thing maybe like just like maybe job like I'm guessing like possibly the community thing maybe like some jobs that like players that created or something like with that in-game assets, and I don't know exactly what it is. But I know they add like 2 more maps into the community update. I need to look more into that and see if it's actually part of the actual story, anything I really want to really do on stream or whatever. Because like I said, I mainly want to just do the main story for this, and this may like the next job may be the last one. Whatever the case, I'm gonna go ahead and like at least like get these upgrades out of the way first, because we got like 14 more to work with. It really is not like that's the thing. I've went through the cleaning tree right here. Pressure washer then I might actually want to work with, but I don't really use it that much. Really the bucket, I'm gonna try to like just go and like do this whole thing with the bucket. So you can pour 3 turns into a bucket. The only thing is I don't really care about getting that. But I need that for increased power detergents. And see, I don't really need these. I don't really care about the detergent stuff right just yet. So yeah, I don't really care about the detergent stuff. Because I don't ever really use them. I mean, eventually, if I wanted to or whatever, but yeah, I'm pretty much all right. Really, I don't. That's the thing, you know. I basically just want to focus on the power washer. So that's the thing. I want to like get it where I can like carry it in the backpack style. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, this is basically, you know. All right, so increase tank capacity. I'm probably just gonna like just go ahead and go on in and just maybe upgrade this. I'm thinking, but I really want that flashlight too because I was having problems with that before. So I'll get the flashlight, and no longer requires charging. Because that's the thing. Like me going through that job, the job previously, where that was really frustrating not being able to like that was really frustrating, like not being able to like see what I was doing. So I kind of wanted to get that taken care of. So I got like 8 left. I feel like I kind of like want to do like you can use cleaner sense without limits. But that, I feel like that would definitely be a cheat code thing or whatever. So I mean, that would definitely gonna be game breaking. So looking at this pressure washer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could definitely like afford like 2 upgrades here. All right, I'm gonna like increase the stats on this, and then get that. Too bad I couldn't get the tank capacity. Like I said, that backpack style thing would be amazing, but nonetheless, program a baseball bat. See, I'm hoping I still got my katana, but either way. With that being said, Rogues, I'm gonna go ahead and like and call it here. As far, like I definitely had like a lot of fun with this job tonight, but that was definitely a bit grueling and everything. Like I said, I was considering maybe going in and trying to wrap it up, but that one job was definitely long. But you know, Jim said that this one pretty much would be like almost no furniture. So if it's literally just like clean up the bodies and just like, you know, just clean the mess up or whatever, that actually might make it shorter than this job. It said there's a whole bunch of bodies. We'll see. It may just be like one they did, like, cause that job was obviously like pretty grueling with like all the furniture, all the stuff you had like, you know, put back in place and everything, and find alongside all the blood and the bodies. So I feel like, you know, this last job might be a thing where it's like, okay, they're gonna like kind of like make it a little bit easier on you, because all you gotta do is just go in, clean up the bodies, and clean up like probably like was gonna be like a massive amount of blood and gore and all that. And maybe there won't be like too much furniture. And he said like access to running water. So that means like it's gonna be a possibility there might be like something there where I can easily just. Because he said like access to running water, maybe think like it might be like some kind of actual reservoir or something, but it's probably just gonna be like where I can just put the buckets down. Of course, it's like basically like probably like some no furniture. I can just like put like the buckets down, clean up, you know, and then like just clean up, and that's basically all I gotta do. Just clean up the blood and the bodies, and that may be about it. It's just probably gonna be like a very big area. But like I said, we'll take care of that next stream, which will be like next Wednesday. I'll definitely make sure I stream it next Wednesday instead of, you know, because like obviously I normally stream it on Wednesdays, and this time I didn't. But I'll make sure that like next week I'll like, you know, try to be like you know, do things like clockwork again for Castlevania as well as this. So anyways, that being said, Rogues, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you those who came out, hung out with me. You guys just lurk, which still was definitely like a lot of lurking. There's no problem with that. And with that said, I'll see you guys next stream sometime today, because it's currently at like at the 4:30 a.m. now. And I definitely want to make sure I get some rest before the Left 4 Dead stream. You know, like which is gonna be me and Rule 17. Elgin Ox, and also Rockin' Nachos. We're gonna be playing like, you know, Left 4 Dead, and then sometime later down I'll probably also jump on some more Mega Bonk as well, so I had so much fun with that last night. Until the next one, Rogues, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.